have a couple of hauls to show off in this video. Earlier today I filmed a coffee talk vlog type just catch up from the weekend. That's actually uploading now, so I figured that I would work on this haul video really quick. I took a couple-hour break in between doing the two videos. It's now closer to 11 a.m. I had to do some chores and stuff around the house, so I got those done. And after I finish this, I'm probably going to hop in the shower and then go visit my landlord for a while, because she lives right next door. We haven't had a chance to really catch up and visit for a couple of weeks. And I see that she's home now, and I really want to talk to her. And also, our rent is due anyway, so I figured I might as well just pop over and visit and pay the rent. Anyway, so I have two hauls to show off. These are kind of a little bit of the proceeds from my, not proceeds, but you know what I mean, from the sales of my D-stash last month, earlier in March. So this is kind of what's left over from that I purchased. The first store that I visited, I wasn't going to visit. I had casually looked at it before. It's called doodlebugswa.com. Some people, I've seen them talked about before, and I visited them before just from watching other YouTubers. Some people call it Doodlebugs Washington because they're in Washington State, so I'm assuming that's what it's from. And that's Doodlebugs with an S, not Doodlebug without the S, like the craft company. Doodlebugs WA, Doodlebugs Washington, and there's someone that calls it Doodlebugs Wa. So I'm not really sure how they prefer to be referred to, so I'm just going to call them from here on out, I'm going to call them Doodlebugs, if that's what I mean. They're located in Washington State. It's Doodlebugs WA, and I'll link the shop down below. Anyway, so I've taken a look at their shop before in the past. Their prices didn't seem to be anything spectacular. However, I looked again this time and they were having a sale, almost like a clearance sale on some very specific items. And I looked one day and then I looked the next day and some stuff was selling out. So I was like, oh my goodness, they had some lawn fawn in there that I wanted to get. So I didn't get everything that I had wanted to get, mostly because it was either I had run out of money or it was out of stock or a combination of both. And they didn't, so these two hauls are kind of I did some clearance shopping, and then I kind of filled in the blanks with the scrapbook pal order. So you'll see what I mean when I get this open, but this is actually two separate orders from Doodlebugs. On two different occasions. They were also doing, it's over now unfortunately, but they were also doing a coupon code promotion that worked on their sale stuff. So I didn't know to use that on the first order that I did, but I did on the second one. So it'll all make sense once I start pulling this stuff out. So without further ado, let's talk about Doodlebugs. I will be calling them Doodlebugs. And this is how my order came. Wrapped up in some tissue paper, which I will of course save and reuse on another project, as you know, because I save and reuse everything on another project. So we'll set that aside. I've got this little glassine bag in here, inexplicably with just a business card in it. I don't really know why you would go through a whole bag for that, and I don't know, but I guess it's a fancy little touch. I already tried to get the sticker off and I can't without ripping the bag, but I'm sure I can find some way to reuse the bag. And my packing slip. So let's talk about what we picked up. This is all lawn fawn here. These are older releases in this order, things that I just had neglected to pick up in the past that now I feel that I must have. So this is the lawn fawn set called Wild for You. Very cute. I love the animals, and what I really love about lawn fawn, and I've blabbered on about this before, especially if you go with the dyes, everything is kind of engineered to work together. So they have, you know, sentiments that come in a variety of sizes, but you get a variety in each package, and they'll all work together. Most of the images are sized appropriately to work together. So the mix and match possibilities with lawn fawn, especially the sets in the past couple of years. Some of their very earlier stuff I'm not a huge fan of because it's too cutesy for me. Everything has those smiley faces on it. And now when they make a set that has smiley faces, they usually keep the smiley faces separate. So you can choose whether or not to use the smiley faces. And a lot of the time I choose not to use the smiley faces. So anyway, So this is just a set with some animals in it, and I love animals, and I love the thicker lined, more cartoon images is more my style, and of course they're punny sentiments. So I'm really loving the Lawn Fawn the past couple of years. Anyway, so this is a set that I did not have before, the Wild for You. Just a very all-purpose birthday set. I have a lot of Lawn Fawn. A lot of Lawn Fawn has some birthday stuff in it, but very few things are, you know, have the larger birthday sentiment in it. They're really nice. So I'm really loving this. Also, what I grabbed from this order from Doodlebugs, I grabbed the Elfie Selfie set, and I wasn't going to get this set until I saw an older, I think it was an older, I don't think it was Lawn Fawn. I'm sorry, I don't even remember who the video was, but somebody was using this set, and I was like, oh, that's some really good ideas that I hadn't even thought of before. So it had been on my wish list, kind of really low priority, and when I saw it on Doodlebugs and their clearance section, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you how much this one was. Wild for You, the stamp set was $9.60. So it's like 30% off retail. And I'm sorry, and then here we go back to the Elfie Selfie is also $9.60. Anyway, so I saw an older video, somebody was doing something with this, and it went on my wish list, and it just kind of low priority, you know, I wanted to get this and this and this and this and this, but then at that price I just couldn't turn it down. And especially as I knew, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I checked one day and then I checked the next day and stuff was already going out of stock. So I was like, oh my God, I really should jump in on this and and work on that. So anyway, so Elfie Selfie, there is, I don't have it, but there is a die set. I'm not sure if it has a coordinating stamp set or not, for like Polaroid picture frames for Lawn Fawn, which is also on my wish list, which might be really fun with this large cheese sentiment. So we'll see. This is again just a wish list thing and not anything that I had an immediate need for. And I liked some of the lowercase sentiments in here. I like how Lawn Fawn does some lowercase, they do some uppercase sentiments, and they mix and match really nicely. Even their scripts are really fun. Okay, so to go along with Elfie Selfie, they also had the coordinating dies on clearance as well, and these were $8.99. $9 for the coordinating dies. These are like, I don't know, 20 bucks or something, or like crazy. You know, you'd be stupid to not just go ahead and grab it, you know, if you could. Obviously, it's not for everyone, but so I got those, and then also on clearance the Lawn Fawn Winter Village die cuts. Now this is from the Christmas release from 2017 last year, and I didn't jump on the bandwagon with this one, but since this came out and I saw all of the things that people had been doing with them, I really wish that I had gone with it. It was on my wish list of stuff. I wasn't even going to worry about it until this summer because I wanted to use it to make my 2018 Christmas cards. And of course, we haven't even seen the Christmas release yet for 2018 for Lawn Fawn. That's still months away. But I still really wanted to have this. I didn't find the dies on clearance, the stamps on clearance. But the dies were $14.29. So obviously I had to snap them up. And then figure I'd find the stamps eventually somewhere else, right? So there we go. That's the story behind those. I will often, if I see a good price on something Lawn Fawn, I'll grab it, and then it'll hang out and chill until I get its companion. So here we go. We don't pay sales tax here in New Hampshire. My total was $42.48. Unfortunately, when I purchased these at the time, I didn't realize that they also had a coupon code promotion going, so I didn't get to take advantage of that coupon code. I'm going to turn off, I don't know if you can hear it, my Facebook is dinging in the background here. I'm getting private messages. just chit chat from friends. Nothing exciting going on, but I keep hearing the ding and it keeps throwing me off. Anyway, so unfortunately I missed out on, I think it was like a 10 or 20% coupon code for this, so I could have saved even further. But even without it, this is an amazing deal. I can't even believe how inexpensive those dies were. So this is my first Doodlebugs order, and then I went back like, I don't know, the next day or 2 days later. And I haven't even opened this one yet. I just took it out of the package. But here we go again. Some more of that tissue paper. Unwrap it. And another glassine bag with another business card and my packing slip. Let's get all this tucked over here together. So this order I did know to use the coupon code on, and it was I think it was a 20% coupon code, so that's pretty cool. So in this next stamp set, again on clearance, I found the Lawn Fawn Thanks a Bushel die cuts. These were $4.20. I think these are normally $7 or $8, so that's almost a 50% savings. I didn't find the stamps, but just like you saw I did with the other order, I didn't have either the stamps or the dies. It was such a great price. I figured when I come across the stamps again some other time, I'll pick those up to go together. This is another set that I had always wanted to do, like teacher cards and stuff. I got brand new, okay, so these were not on sale, but it was with a coupon code, it made it worth it. I've mentioned before from the recent My Favorite Things release, I really liked the lava set. And I was still kind of on the fence about whether or not to get the interactive lava volcano die cut because it's like $25, which is a lot of money, and when I can probably engineer something that does kind of the same thing in Cricut, and I haven't gotten around to that yet. But anyway, so this was a good price, and then I had that 20% off coupon code, so this was $8.99 for this punny stamp set, and I love lava themed stuff anyway. My daughter is sort of like a junior geologist, so I thought she would have a fun time with this as well. And it even has the little pull sentiment here if we decide to go with the die sets eventually. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll go on sale someday, but either way, $8.99. I'll love you till the end of time. Thank you for letting me vent. Have a lovely day. Hey, hot stuff. Holy smokes, I love you. You kick ash. My brother-in-law's name is Ash, so I thought that was fun. Sorry I erupted. Boom, you're old, and I love you to the core. So these are great. These are punny. These are perfect. I'm not always a huge fan of My Favorite Things, but there are just some things that I need to have, and that was one of them. So also for My Favorite Things, let's see. I grabbed the absolutely fabulous Dynamics. So this cuts a scripty fabulous and an absolutely, and of course if anyone's a fan of the British show Absolutely Fabulous, which is absolutely fabulous. I think this was in the clearance section for $5.99. I saw it. Oh, neat, they have a price tag on it. It looks like their original price was $9.99. I have a friend and I love AbFab, and we used to be roommates years ago, and he and I would just, you know, watch AbFab 24/7. So this made me think of him immediately, and I was like, oh my god, I could make cards for him with this. So that's why I snagged this. A really good price on My Favorite Things. You don't normally find it so inexpensively. Also from the clearance section, another My Favorite Things set that had been on my wish list for years, and I just never took the plunge because I didn't like any of the prices on them. And I found both the stamps and the dies on the clearance sale for Doodlebugs, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it. $5.40 for the Float My Boat little stamp set. These are the solid image stamping, and then of course the matching dies, the Dynamics. $5.40. You can't beat those prices. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm really pleased. I actually kind of forgot that I ordered that, so I'm really pleased with this order. It came to $23.99. Oh, here's the other good thing about Doodlebugs is their free shipping threshold is only $20. Definitely check them out. I'll leave a link down below. Their regular prices don't seem to be all that spectacular. They're fine, but you know, nothing to write home about. But their clearance and sales section, definitely check that out because those are amazing prices. So I had a coupon code that took $5.99 off. So, oh no, maybe I'm reading this wrong. What am I reading it wrong? I think that after my coupon code, the total was $23.99. Sorry, I'm reading my invoice wrong. I'm not really sure how I'm reading it wrong, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. It says it's $23.99 and then minus $5.99 is $23.99. I don't know. I know that they took. I saw the number actually go down in my cart, so I think that my subtotal just must be wrong. I'm sure that this is fine. But anyway, so that was my coupon code, $24 for all of this stuff. Amazing price. So I'm really pleased, and I'm happy to recommend them. Oh, and they shipped it really fast too. From Washington State here in New Hampshire, I think I had it in just a couple of days. I'm very pleased to recommend them, and I will be linking them down below. Okay, so now my Scrapbook Pal order might make a little bit more sense because I have the companion pieces to some of the lonely pieces in here. And again, this is two orders that I placed with Scrapbook Pal within just a couple of days from each other. One of them, part of it was because I was buying the last of the Lawn Fawn 2018 spring release stuff with my D-stash from last month. And part of it was because I was filling in the holes from some of the things that we picked up here. And as I was going through my Lawn Fawn stuff, just organizing it the other day, I realized that I had picked up, like months ago, I picked up one of the small die sets because it was only like 50 cents on clearance somewhere for the year 6 Lawn Fawn little stamp, and I never picked up the stamp. So I was like, shoot, I might as well just pick up the stamp. That way I can, you know, complete that envelope. So here we are with this Lawn Fawn little set. This was $3.20. It's the shellfish, be a little shellfish, just little stamp set. Really cute. I picked up the die, like I said, a while ago, and I just forgot that I never picked up the stamp set. So as I was going through organizing my Lawn Fawn, I was like, oh shoot, while I was there, I might as well just grab it. So that was kind of like just a little add-on that I tossed in there. So again, this is two separate Scrapbook Pal orders using some D-stash. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a quick sip of coffee. Using some D-stash money and also just filling in a couple of blanks for this. And as I said in my previous order, this is probably it unless something super fabulous happens or I run out of something, you know, like a needed supply. This is pretty much it through the rest of the month because we're going away to a little scrapbook convention at the end of the month. And I want to make sure that I'm bringing spending money with me there. Okay, so moving on. We got from D-stash, very exciting, from the spring release, we have Beam Me Up. I finally got my hands on this. Super excited. Now this is, oh shoot, I didn't even think to dig it out, and I'm not going to take your time to do it now. This is very close to a Gerda Steiner stamp set that I have, which is very much along the same thing, and I think it even has the same take me to your cake, or take us to your cake sentiment. Very close to Gerda Steiner, but these are smaller and they have more accessories than the Gerda Steiner one. I would normally say that because they're so similar, I would de-stash the Gerda Steiner, but I'm going to keep them both because I think that I like having the two different sizes. One of the things that I really like doing is working with galaxy backgrounds and stuff, so I like the idea of having all of those options. And of course this would also, and again I didn't even think to dig it out, this would also work very well with the Out of This World Lawn Fawn stamp set. I think that those pieces would coordinate really nicely together and make some really fun cards. I like the Beam Up Some Fun sentiment, You're a Star, To My Favorite Earthling, Believe in Yourself, Had it out of This World, Happy Birthday, just really cute. I love this, and I absolutely had to have it, obviously, because I have it, but it was kind of at the bottom of my priority list for the Lawn Fawn release. So I'm now, this one and then one more that I have here were the last that I wanted from Lawn Fawn. So, so there you go. And then of course I picked up the coordinating dies to go with that. Let me see if I can find the prices. Okay, so it was $12 and $14.40. We can check that one right off the list. Okay, and to go with something that I got from Doodlebugs, is this it right here? Remember, I just showed you I grabbed the Winter Village dies. I figured while I was there, and before I forget, and what happens with this one, where I have the die sitting there indefinitely waiting for its counterpart and forgetting, I figured I might as well just grab, wrong season, I know, but I might as well just grab the Winter Village dies to go with the cuts. They were only $12. It's a really great price. I'd wanted it last year and I didn't jump on it fast enough, so definitely look for some Christmas cards with this coming out this year. And not all of them are wintry. Obviously you have the ones that have the snow on them, but then you have some where the snow is separate. So this can coordinate very well with the new Village set that Lawn Fawn just came out with that I hauled for you guys a couple of weeks ago. So I think that you can make probably a really decent looking town. And then some of these you don't necessarily need to consider winter, like this street lamp could be anytime. These evergreen trees right here, the little tinsel decoration stamps are actually separate, so you could use this anytime. I really like this, and of course I like the chimney smoke, the sentiments from the chimney smoke. I think that these will all work very nicely together in future cards, and I can't wait to crack that open someday. I don't have any immediate plans to do it. Again, I'm a hoarder and I'm a compulsive shopper, so and I'm also a collector. Moving on, what else did we get in that order? Oh, okay, so also I showed you guys that I grabbed the Wild For You stamps from Doodlebugs. I grabbed the Wild For You dies from Scrap-A-Cow while I was there, just to fill in the blanks, if you will. $13.60, complete set. But I can get that packed away. I might actually end up taking this out sooner rather than later. My daughter's just got another invitation to another birthday party, and the little girl likes animals, so we might be cracking that open. And I think that's it for this village. Village order. We've got Beam Me Up, Winter Village, Wild For You. Oh, nope, not done. One more filling in a blank. I grabbed the Thanks a Bushel set to go with the dies that I just showed you a few minutes ago. Look at that. Being productive and getting everything at once. And this is what I meant by Lawn Fawn keeping the little smiley faces separate instead of just putting them on all their stuff now. So I could put smiley faces on any of the apples that I wanted or not use it, versus it just coming with a smiley face on it. Also, these smiley faces look to be pretty closely sized to quite a lot of their other smiley faces. In particular, I'm thinking of the Valentine's set, the Sweet Friends set. So all of that might mix and match very nicely. Okay, good. The stamps were $6.40, and that clears everything up. Okay, and now here is officially the last of the stamp sets that I had wanted from the Lawn Fawn release. We have Totally Awesome, which I love, and some of them are very close to a smaller Avery L stamp set. And I actually, did I pull that out? I might actually have that here so I can show you. Yes, called Ribbit Ribbit, is a smaller Avery L set, which you might see in my D-stash video, because I don't need, this is a much larger set. I don't need two frog sets, so I do love this, and I had made this. Actually, one of my pen pals really loves frogs, so I've made for her a bunch of different cards using the frog set here. Yeah, so I think that I'm probably going to end up destashing the Avery L and hanging on to the brand new Lawn Fawn, which is a lot bigger. So if you're interested, look at that in a destash video. Really cute. I like the baby frog and the leaping frog and the smiling frog and the sentiments here. Congrats on your new pad. We've moved to a new pad. Have a happy birthday, Father's Day, Mother's Day. You're totally awesome. And then, of course, I snagged the coordinating dies to go with this. And this completes my spring Lawn Fawn. Finally. $12 for the stamps, $14.40 for these. The reason why I placed this order was because they'd finally come back in stock, but also the Lawn Fawn glue tube had finally come back in stock. So I figured I would just go ahead and do them all at once. And this obviously I did before the other order. I was still going to wait on the Beam Me Up, but while I was there for the second time, I figured I'd get it over with. I really wanted to try the Lawn Fawn glue. It's to my understanding, though, that it doesn't dry matte. So there are mixed opinions about it. I really just kind of wanted to try it anyway, so here we go. I snagged that as soon as it came back in stock, and I grabbed these. The glue was $3.60, so I can't wait to give that a try, and I'll definitely let you guys know how that comes out. But anyway, so that's what I've got, this rather large pile here from this haul. And look for my destashing. I think that once we move and I get settled, I'm gonna have a rule where whatever I buy, I have to pull stuff out and sell that amount, and that way I constantly keep new stuff coming in and out. And I have a lot of stamp sets that I've only used once, and you'll see that in my destash. I'll talk to you more about that, but as I go through it. But anyway, so that is what I have for my stashes that I forgot to show you guys and talk about, but now it's all over and I'm all caught up and I can clean off my desk. And actually I have a couple of phone calls that I need to make and a few things to do, and then I'll probably start filming my first part of my destash, and look for that coming out probably in pieces throughout the week, and those videos will be clearly labeled as destash, obviously optional viewing and all of stuff. In case you're not interested in anything, that's fine. And I'll probably give more time, I think, for this destash, just because I'm going to be busy this week anyway. So I might give a good week for people to claim stuff before I throw it on eBay instead of just giving 24 hours this time. We'll see. Anyway, I'll work out all those details in another video. I just wanted to show you the stash. I'm going to get this stuff put away, do a couple of other things, and then I will film a destash video, and I don't know when that's going to be up, but there you go. Thanks very much for your kind attention. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.